Today, I wanted to share with you on how to prepare for Pesach, the holiday of Passover, with ease in our hearts and our minds, and with a smile, with the purest of intentions. I want to appreciate the insights of Rabbitin Yemima Mizrahi. Think about a person that you have met for a short time. You don't know them for too long, and already you have made inferences about how that person probably acts and how they will probably act in different situations. Well, this teaches us something truly profound. The actions of a person in one area can reveal something about their actions in another area. Particularly, the Jewish women, they had an unwillingness to provide their jewelry in order to build the golden calf. And that was seen when they willingly gave their jewelry in order to build the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the dwelling place where Hashem's presence will rest. Regarding the piece of jewelry, the women were not stubborn about keeping them because they loved the pieces. They were unwilling to give them up because they loved Hashem. Sometimes it's hard for us to perform our duties l'shem shamayim, for the sake of heaven. We feel like we're not recognized for what we do. Naturally, we want to feel appreciated. We want to feel recognized for the special things that we do. And we want others to see and become aware of what we did. And this is normal and natural to feel. However, there is much that a woman does that is truly unseen. A Jewish woman does so much that is unrecognized. But how does she become fulfilled in doing what she does? It is easy to feel worthless or that we don't get enough credit. What is the value of my actions? Where is that recognition? How can my intentions become meaningful as I fulfill my many roles as a person? The answer is it must come from a deeper place inside of me, from deep within, where I am happy to fulfill the will of Hashem, simply because it is His will. I must remember that when I cook for my family, in hopes of satisfying the taste buds of everyone, that when I fold the laundry and ensure that the pair of socks actually match, when I recognize that the towel closet is neatly folded through all my hard work, knowing that it will again become messy very soon, when I pick up the toys that my toddler threw around the house in hopes of decorating my home, I'm not cleaning for the sake of cleaning. I am cleaning for the sake of fulfilling Hashem's will. And knowing that I'm doing that gives me such a sense of serenity. I am doing this to carry out the many mitzvot I'm gifted to fulfill. I'm doing this for Hashem. So as we prepare for Pesach, we must remind ourselves that we are fulfilling a tremendous mitzvah, a tedious mitzvah. We are making Hashem happy every step of the way. We are giving Him nachat. As parents and as teachers, we give our children and our students direction. We give them commands and requests. We don't always need to explain to them why we requested what we did. We don't always need to provide them with an explanation. However, when they do our bidding, when they do what we say, it gives us so much happiness, so much nachat to have them listen to us. And it gives us so much pleasure. In the same way, Hashem is commanding us with a tremendous mitzvah of preparing for Passover. And it's physically tedious, but we can elevate it spiritually by the way we approach the holiday. It's not a physical holiday. It's just much more than that. Every single physical thing that I do and prepare for the holiday, it's a true gift, a gift that I have to appreciate. We have to appreciate this amazing mitzvah. Any mitzvah that we do, if an ulterior motive is involved, such as being recognized, the joy will be short-lived. But if you are doing it for Hashem, you will do it with a smile. You will do it because it is Hashem's will. For example, I'll share with you something very practical. If you are inviting guests and you are expecting for them to bring something delicious in order to contribute to the dinner, and you expect them to bring a lot or whatever it may be, and they don't bring much, or they forget it, or they don't really meet your expectations, how will you feel hosting them? Not with the best manner, probably. So when you know that you're inviting guests in order to build unity, in order to build a great relationship, in order to host them and provide kindness and attend to their needs, then the whole experience becomes very different. It's a deeper sense of inner satisfaction to do the will of Hashem, to unite with others. If you do the mitzvah to be recognized, or if you do any mitzvah because you're forced to do it, it will be a burden. It will feel heavy on your shoulders. When we do things l'shem shamayim, nature does not come into the picture. As much as the women were naturally inclined to become attached to their jewelry, doing Hashem's will was more important to them. As much as it is natural for us to get frustrated in the tedious process, the tedious cleaning process for Passover, as much it is natural for us to become overwhelmed with the preparation for the holiday, as we take care of perhaps a sick child as we get ready for Passover, if we take a step back and realize that it is Hashem's will for this to happen, for the child to be sick, or for these circumstances in my life, we will elevate the seemingly mindless and mundane tasks of the cleaning process into a spiritual experience. If you do it for Hashem, the tension and anxiety will fade away. I want to share with you a story I personally know of a friend of mine who was sick. And Baruch Hashem, she's a lot better. But she had a number of small children and she was diagnosed with a disease. And she had to hire help in order for her to for her children to be taken care of, for her husband to be taken care of, for all the people in her life to fulfill her role as a caretaker of the home. She had to hire help and she had to be dependent on other people and relatives. And she told me how it was so hard for her. She wished she did it herself. Why? Hiring a cleaning lady, hiring somebody to cook for the family. Yes, do it if you need it. But what the woman really wants to do to herself, she wants to do as much mitzvot for the family herself. It gives us the most pleasure. Why? It's the purest of intentions. People who do it, they do it because they want to get paid. But you do it because you want to build a sanctuary for Hashem, a beautiful dwelling place for Hashem's presence to rest in your home, in your miniature Beit HaMikdash. I would like to bless us all that may we merit, Be'ezrat Hashem, to create a stress-free and happy experience in our home as we transform the physical tasks into spiritual gifts and welcome the holiday of Pesach with a smile and the purest of intentions. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming.